Let's meet the starting lineup for Phoenix. At power forward, Jay Crowder. At the other forward position, Mikal Bridges.
Happy Monday, everyone. This he bring you the engine. He was focused and refused to be denied.
And finishes with force. Boy, you got to love that.
Booker against Harris. Up top, Booker. Impressive scoring stats with around 27 points a game. Here in the first, a little over a minute played so far. Here's Gafford. Oh!
Whoa! Powerful jam! Woo! That will play over and over again in the highlights.
Look at this crowd. They can't believe what they just saw.
I wonder how long he's worked on that. First, you got to think it up. Then, you got to bring it to reality.
There's the AT&T 5G Slam Cam, capturing the moment. No question, powered it down. Unfortunately for them, they're reeling at this point.
So true. Very little going their way right now at either end of the floor.
Knocks it loose. Oh, stolen by Harris. Gafford against Booker. And it's Gafford driving in. And the dunk by Gafford.
You know you're doing something right when you find yourself up double digits in the first period.
Well, they're doing everything right. How about that? I mean, this could turn into a blowout very quickly.
Now here's Aiden, an aggressive player on offense, scoring around 16 a game. Phoenix calls timeout.
And it's just so hard to stop them when they're scoring at that level. They were efficient and didn't let up at all.
Well, it's really hard to stop them when they're in a groove offensively, and they were in a comfort zone all game long in that one.
As we near the postseason, let's see where the West is shaken out. Taking a look at Houston, they're in the pole position right now for the top seed in the conference. And checking out Phoenix, they're in 7th place right now.
Well, I think for Phoenix, they've had some terrific moments this season. But where's the big leap upwards that we've been waiting for?
Yeah, and you know, we've seen them enough to know by now they're not going to make that switch from good to great at this point. Not this year anyway.
Hayden's checked in for Chris Paul. Here's Aiden. Shot clock at 6. To end the drought. Payton, no good. For Houston, they've gone 5 of 5 in this quarter. Solid. Timeout called. Houston.
Get ready for the Gear Squad.
Now that we have a chance, let's check out the teams that are scoring the most points off turnovers. Phoenix, number 1. Second, Houston.
Each one of these teams are adept at not just forcing turnovers, but also cashing in once they take away the ball.
And it's Gafford.
Oh, man.
Oh!
Punch that one.
Bad intentions.
So far, they're owning both ends of the floor. We'll see if they can keep this going.
And, you know, nothing like getting an opponent on the ropes early. You love that if you're on that side of the scoreboard, and they are landing some haymakers now.
Payton. And it's out of bounds. Still Phoenix's ball. And we're about 3 minutes into this first quarter. Five on the clock. Now here's Gafford. 10 points for him. There's the drive and the dunk by Gafford.
They're really dictating the tempo on both ends of the court. You love it.
And don't leave out the coaching staff here now. I mean, their game plan has been perfect.
For Phoenix, they've gone 0 for 4, missing their first 4 attempts. Gafford against Payton. Payton in the high post. On the wing, Crowder. Outside Payton. Shot clock at 5. Bridges outside. Knocked loose from deep. And it's Jordan with the rebound. Here's Gafford. He's got 12. Launches it. Oh, and he hits it at the buzzer.
It just nails the 3. Way to close the quarter.
Talk about lifting up a team and energizing them at the end of a quarter. A 3 at the buzzer, that'll do it.
And so it's Houston, a sizable 18-point lead at the end of the period. We hear teams talk about wanting to get the ball inside. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. All right, a look at how the hustle game. Quarter number 2 and about a minute in. Hayden with it. Well, no scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. To the middle. And he converts the layup.
What fun would it be to play with a guy like CP3? I mean, if you get open, he's finding you, and his leadership skills are unquestioned. That guy would be a joy to play with.
And so, in the game for Phoenix, Dario Saric is out there with DeAndre Ayton. Then there's Johnson, and then it's Landry Shamet, and it's Paul in at the 1.
Even with the score as it is, he just keeps coming at you.
Well, he only plays one way, and that's full throttle, all day, all the time, cold-blooded and lethal.
Pass to Shamet. Back to Ayton. Grant, starting your career in the 50s.
Oh,
You know what I mean. Actually, 90s. Back then, we'd see teams usually score in the 80s and 90s. What do you think of the current scoring?
Really, BA, the 50s? Wow. But it's crazy. I mean, back then, yes, every game was in the 80s and 90s. Now everyone averages at least 100 points per game. So I think it's been an interesting evolution of the game. And, of course, the fans all love offense. And these players and teams today are providing just that.
Back to Johnson. 6 on the shot clock.
Shooting for Houston. 1 plus the penalty. 2 shots.
Phoenix is shooting just 21% from the floor. We've got Kristaps Porzingis, and it's Harris in at the 2 spot. That's the 5 to begin the second half for Stephen Silas. Paul against Porzingis. Paul passes to Booker. Clock at 4. Over Harris. No good, off the front rim.
And they're +5 on the boards after that rebound.
Over to the wing. Pass to Gafford. Into the lane. And the dunk by Gafford.
He's putting the team on his back. Incredible scoring performance thus far.
Ball against Gafford. Stolen by Gafford. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Thanks, Brian. DeAndre Ayton being the #1 pick to impose his will on a nightly basis. Ayton said, quote, "I know how hard I work and what kind of a player I am. I'm trying to take over every possession, being more dominant every game."
Oh, scary thought, Allie. Thanks. And with a little over a minute gone by, the second half is underway. Paul can't get it to go. For Houston, they've gone 3 of 3 in the second half.
Some people don't give Chris Paul enough credit for his outstanding shooting, but he can knock it down. You can't give him any room.
And the dunk by Gafford.
Credit them for making the right halftime adjustments.
You know, they came out of the locker room, revved up the gas pedal, and haven't slowed down yet.
Oh, doing damage above the rim. That was our AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Back to Paul. A shot to stop the run. That one's good. Give the assist to Booker. Well, Grant, Chris Paul just gets more and more reliable as a shooter, even after all these years in the league.
Yeah, I mean, he's always been smart with his shots, but he has great efficiency for a guard. He could easily put up bigger scoring numbers, but that's not his focus. Their offense is looking like a well-oiled machine, getting any look they want.
Boy, this is borderline ridiculous. I mean, every single attempt finding the bottom of the bucket.
Booker, the pass to Paul. Ooh, poked away. And here's the fast break. Here's Gafford. And the dunk by Gafford.
They're making it look easy out there, just having fun.
Yeah, offensively, they've just been rolling. Impossible to stop.
Booker against Harris. Outside Paul. Here's Ayton. Soft touch. Now Gafford. Throws it down, and the official calls a foul. It may be a three-point play. It's going to be on Cameron Johnson. All right, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for Houston?
You know, one of the big stories has been the 3-ball. It's been a key part of their offense throughout.
A moment here now to see the numbers for him.
And he's tailed off in the last 10 games when it comes to his D. You can see his steals are down, but he's not playing with the same intensity that he had to begin with. The coaching staff gotta get him motivated.
Now Sacramento starting five. We've got Barnes, Fox is out there with Terrence Davis. Then it's Sabonis, and it's Marshall in at the 4 shot. And for Houston, main man is out there with Payne. Then there's Speedy. Then there's Harris. And it's Porzingis in at center. And stolen by Payne. Fox against Gafford. Into the lane. Oh!
He is a highlight reel unto himself, guys.
That could be a contender for the dunk of the year, I think. Now, here's Fox. Checking some stats on him right now. He's averaging just around 22.5 points a game. The officials call a traveling violation. An outstanding defensive play to earn the Mobile One block.
And right out of the gate, trying to set the tone defensively, you gotta love that energy.
Gafford with the ball. He had 15 points last outing. Takes it in. Oh!
I tell you what, you better watch out, fellas. He is on fire here today.
His shot was hindered by that momentous Mobile One block.
And making a statement right away, letting them know they won't get any easy ones when he's around.
Now, here's Sabonis. We saw him with 19 points his last outing. Yep, it counts. Oh, big shot makers really stand out this time of year, don't they, Chris? Is clutch play something that can be taught, or do you have to be born with it?
Well, you know, Kevin, I think both things are true. I think some guys are born with it, meaning born with the mentality. And other guys, I think it has to come along with practice, come along with muscle memory, come along with getting better. And sometimes when that confidence comes on the practice floor, yeah, you become clutch.
And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here. Poked away. And so here is Houston. Earlier, David Aldridge had a chance to speak with head coach Alvin Gentry. D.A., what'd you find out?
Thanks, Kevin. I expect this to be an inside-out kind of game. This team has a lot of shooters who can really get going once they hit a few. We'll see if they can get on a roll from out there. Kevin?
Thanks, David. Always want to get those threes falling consistently. Just about 2 minutes into the game. First quarter of basketball. Pass to Barnes. 6 on the shot clock. Passes it to Sabonis. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
No, he's a solid team player. He doesn't always look for a shot. He enjoys getting into the open teammate.
When you look at Harrison Barnes shooting, it's clear he's all about efficiency.
He wants to make the most out of every touch, and he's doing just that by shooting consistently. He's clearly put in the work to dial in his shot and limit wasted opportunities.
Outside, Davis. Barnes looking around. 1:12 left to play in the first. Lets it fly from 18. That one wide left.
Oh, he did everything right there except hit the shot.
Gafford against Fox. Going inside, and Gafford throws it down.
And this offense is in a perfect rhythm, and you can see how they're finishing their play.
Yeah, right now it feels like they can't miss, but we'll see how long they can make this last.
Here's Fox following the score by Houston, and it's Houston on the break, takes a 3. The shot's good from Gafford. Gafford's got 15 points.
But this game would have a different look if it wasn't for his shooting. I mean, 100% from the field.
And it's Houston on the break. Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. Oh. Boom, he jams it straight down.
Excellent all-around performance so far, hence the big lead.
They've come. Out of the gate strong at both ends of the floor. Just in total control so far.
Fast break. Here we go. From deep. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. And so it's Houston looking at a 13-point lead heading into the next quarter. They've had such great ball movement and shot selection, and it's led to a And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And let's get your guys' take now on the hustle stats for Houston.
They're setting the tone early with their defense, keeping the pressure on and taking chances. And they've got a bunch of steals to show for it.
Yeah, and one thing, Clark, I've noticed is how quick their hands have been tonight. Thanks to that, they've gotten a lot of points off of turnovers.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups, courtesy of Gator.
And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game.
Well, there's a swagger out there. You can see it on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either. Holmes kicks to Mitchell. Feeds it to Marshall. Mitchell outside. Pass to Oladipo. Shot clock at 6. Gafford against Mitchell. And we're starting the second quarter, about a minute gone. And Gafford throws it down.
And guys, that's not as easy as he made it look. You've got to have some skills to pull that off.
Well, he's got plenty of those, that's for sure. He swipes the ball away again. And that's his 6th steep. Oh, that was an impressive throwdown.
Yes. Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
Yeah, going defense to offense in an instant. Every team now calibrated to do that.
And known as a combo guard, Victor Oladipo has some point guard level passing skills in the body of a 2.
And here in the second, 2 minutes gone by. Gafford passes to Hall. Payne kicks to Gafford. Clock at 6. And that's out of bounds. It was last touched by Gafford. Trey Lyles checked in for Sacramento. Dante DiVincenzo comes in for Oladipo.
Dante DiVincenzo.
On the court for Sacramento. Mitchell is out there with Fox. Then it's Sabonis. Then it's Barnes. And it's Marshall. In at the 4 spot. And Gafford throws it down.
Haven't we seen that a few times today, guys? I mean, their defense has got to have a little bit more toughness about it.
And we're just about a minute and a half into the third quarter of basketball. Out of bounds. Houston takes possession. So it's Porzingis. He'll bring it up for Houston. That'll be the first half of a 2-game trip. Gafford against Fox. And Gafford throws it down.
And how about just floating to the rim on that slam?
Boy, when he gets up, I mean, he gets up. Let's take another look at the staunch defense during that mobile 1 block.
And a block like that sends a message. One that says we're not giving up this lead.
Stolen. Here we go, 1-on-1.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
And Gafford throws it down.
Well, there you go. One team operating on all cylinders at both ends. Steals, fast break buckets, and the other team in scramble mode.
For Sacramento, they've gone 3 of 6 in the third quarter, 50% from the field. Poked loose. Porzingis with the steal. And it's Houston on the break. And Gafford throws it down.
Yeah, letting it rip. They're just having fun right now.
Well, they're playing well as a unit, taking shots they know they can make and building this lead.
And Chris, if you were playing today, which coach would you most want to play for?
There's so many great coaches in this league. Kevin, I don't know. But I would hope they had the template of letting their guys get out and go. I want to play in a fast-paced system. I want to play for a coach that played this game. I want to play for a coach that really had that great attitude in the locker room, one that fostered chemistry. So, so many great coaches. I'm sure it's a lot of that fit that criteria.
Right around 3 minutes into the second half. And he elevates for the slam. Sabonis did not like that at all.
And how about the footwork? Check out those moves in the post and then the sweet finish to go along with it.
Excellent work around the basket. You're right, G.A. Now, here's Fox. And the rejection by Gafford. The kick out to Fox. Trying to get something going. Misses off the right iron.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
Sabonis against Gafford. And the shot goes in. Gafford's got 39.
Well, not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks. From in close.
1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. Snatched away. And here we go. Houston running again. It'll count. Oh, and he nails it just in time.
One eye on the rim, one on the clock. What a play.
He's showing he has the ability to hit huge shots. That's got to fire him up.
And at the end of the third quarter, a huge lead in this one may already have been decided. Houston on top. Let's take a listen now to Alvin Gentry.
Just got to do a better job of executing, okay? And
there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. Speedy out there with Harris. Then it's Rain Man. Then it's Payne. And it's Porzingis in at the center position. That's the 5 for Houston right now.
My goodness, that was absolutely filthy.
Ugh, nasty. This building is stunned. He dug deep, Greg, into his bag of tricks there. DiVincenzo passes to Lyles. That's tipped. And that's out of bounds. Sacramento will retain possession.
The ball goes to Sacramento.
And now another look at that mobile one-block defensive performance.
And, guys, that is lockdown defense at its finest, going right at the shot and then able to knock it away.
Sacramento with the ball. Here's Oladipo. And the rejection by Gafford. Unhindered, going all the way. And Gafford throws it down.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
Starting to take over here, building a big lead that could ultimately prove insurmountable.
We're so fortunate to have so many versatile bigs in today's NBA, Chris, but of those bigs, who do you enjoy watching the most?
Oh, well, I love watching Jokic and Embiid. I mean, have you seen what those guys can do? Post up, step out, hit threes, control that corner action, and they're able to carry their team.
Harris dishes to Payne. DiVincenzo against Gafford. Driving to the basket.
And this offense